Hey, so welcome back. It's been a while since I made a video here, but doesn't mean the projects haven't been building up. So as you see by the title, I'm going to install the pop and lock tailgate lock. This one I got from eBay. You can get it from Amazon if you pop and lock themselves too. I believe on pop and lock they're going for just over 140 US right now. So not a bad investment money wise. It's fairly small. I just got it unpacked here. This is the one I got. Mine's a 2017 Tundra, so and it didn't come with the lock, so we're going to install that. So yeah, I've got the actuator. It's pretty basic. A couple of other smaller harnesses, fuse breaker, zip ties. Got an extra, looks like 10mm nut in there. And the thing I never like doing is that'll be the wire you run most likely from the tailgate through to one of the doors to tie into the lock system. And that, it's kind of raining today, but I've got the truck back up to the shed, so we'll hopefully stay dry. But yeah, it looks fairly simple. So I'll get into it. We'll open up the tailgate and just see. I did look at the instructions. They don't say to go to pop and lock themselves, but I couldn't quite find it there. But YouTube has enough on there. You probably find the model of your vehicle on there to get the instructions and work out how to do it. I'm not too sure why. I tried scanning the little thing there, that didn't work, and then you go to the actual site and I can't really find anything, so whether I wasn't looking in the wrong place, but whatever. Okay, yeah, we'll get into it and crack that tailgate open and have a look inside, see what we're looking at. So just a quick correction, I did scan this. I was trying to scan it with my tablet and I had Wi-Fi on, but it wasn't working for some reason. Scanned it with my phone and it came up, so that, sorry pop and lock, your link does work. I couldn't find it actually going onto the site, but through the scan code, yes, it does work. Got it on my phone. I might know what I'm doing now. Okay, let's move on. Okay, panel is off. Which shows us, yeah. So yeah, if you're just wondering, it takes just 8 screws at the back here to take the actual panel off. Then this thing, the actuator actually sits down, and this part here bolts down there with the bolt they give you, bolt, sorry. But yeah, that's how it goes in there. So it sits down, and this part is the toggle that turns and moves everything else. So we will take off this guy here, and then we'll feed this in and get that bolted down. So just show you how to get the actuator in there. Just pop this off, and it's got a little clip here, pull it up, and then you should be able to just move that to the side, and then this should feed in like that. Let's get this up a bit better, but yeah, that shows you. That just moves this toggle just in here, hits that. That's how that bolts down. That's why you need the longer nut to go in, because it sits a bit higher with the plastic compared to the old one there. So that's what that one is for, the extra one, the new one they give you. So yeah, I'll bolt this down and then we'll get into the wiring part. Okay, just to show you that's all mounted in. This arm all back in place there. Like I say, this just goes up, down like that, depending on if you're locking or unlocking. So yeah, we'll look at start running the wires. I know you have to come down and through here, through the actual box itself. So you'll come out the bottom of the tailgate in here, and then yeah, fun part, wiring it to the front of the vehicle. So yeah, let's get into that. Hopefully it doesn't rain too hard, get us too wet. Okay, so we've got to take out this grommet. We're going to replace it with this new one, which allows the new wire to go through it. There's one here and one in here. So we'll pop those out. They say just to press them together and use pry tool. I've got a flathead screwdriver, so I'll probably use that. And we'll pop them out. And then after we do that, we'll be running the new wire from here and start threading it. It looks like we actually run it all the way to the front. I thought we'd run it to the doors, but it looks like we run it to the front to the wire clusters at the front there under the dash. So that's where we're heading with it. Rain's getting harder. It's kind of shitty, but let's see if we can get it done, get these out and move on. So that's what it looks like out. So they're held in just by this end under here, which you can just pry out with a screwdriver. And then you've just got to unclip this part here and that'll let it off. Same on both sides. You won't be needing these again, so either check when they're recycled, if they are recyclable, maybe not, but yeah, you won't need those again. So get these new ones ready to go, and so I'll run the wire and then we'll get that in. But yeah, that's where we're heading with it. Okay, so once you get that in, then you want to run this short tailgate one. Female, male end actually. We'll go this end and then you'll run it through. It'll pop out, bottom tailgate, go through there. And they say leave just a shorter piece hanging out, which makes sense. You don't want a whole lot hanging out through there. So we'll run that and then we'll run that cable, the longer one, where we need it to go. Okay, so that was pretty simple. We ran that. And this has kind of a bit of heat shrink, thicker stuff around it, so kind of make sure that lines up. I'm not going to zip tie that, just leave it so it doesn't really end up cutting grooves and stuff in there. So see how that goes. I think everything's kind of secure in there. So now we'll shoot underneath and run the other piece and then get it inside the cab. Okay, so here it is coming out the back of the tailgate. There's your plug. Then we've gone up, just followed the main one. And up there we can see the foil tape. I just used normal like foil tape that you use for like your furnaces, sealing off on that, the ducting, because they did have a bit of heat shielding there, so I figured just put it on there, just to help. Then it goes up and over. Let's see if we can get under here. And then let's see if I can show you that. So you can see it there, goes over. That's where it leaves the box and then goes under. I'll show you where I'm going to run it. They show you to run it all the way to the front and go through the front piece of the floor. I'm going to go up through the side here and pop up earlier. So we'll show you where that is and how to do it. So we're going to bring it up through this hole here. I'm just going to, this is one of the ones that was securing this before. We're just going to kind of pop that to the side. I'll take this actually right off. I'm just going to drill this a little bit bigger for that 1/4 inch wire protector that I had. And this actually pops out. So that one there, that's at the back. Once you actually take that piece of cover off, this is the back passages. So yeah, that back hole there, we'll just drill that out a little bit bigger. To the wire protector. You've got a couple of choices here. So this is where we are, rear tire there, and you've got these grommets that are in here. I'll show you one, there's another one here actually. So there's a few you can choose from. This one's the closest one to that hole, but I might try and pop in earlier. I'll see if I can thread it up through the back one. We'll just pop a hole through this and then feed a feed wire from the top, I think, down, because I can see this hole from the top. But I'm going to see if I can get this back one. If I can't, I'll go for this guy. I mean, I don't think it matters a whole lot, but That's just where I prefer it to be. It'll faster in and out, and that'll just get you into the cab earlier rather than running all the way to the front and keeping it outside. This way we can just run it underneath and all the way along, keep it out of the way. So I'll show you, see if I can get the feed wire through, and then we'll see if we can get this other one through. And we'll be on our way to the end. Okay, so this is the grommet that goes back into the truck. Just so you can, actually just turn it inside out. I cut the pit that was protruding so it's kind of flush, and then cut a slot in there for the wire to go through. So that's how it looks. So we'll slide this on the wire before we feed it through. So I managed to do just a piece of piping I fed through there. So that actually went through the back one. It wasn't too hard. There. So we'll tape on the end of our wire and draw it through. Simple as that. And get it into the truck earlier. Okay, so I've taped the lock wire to our draw pipe there, or cord, and there's the grommet on. So that's where we've got to plug up to. So yeah, we'll whip that through and then we'll show you what that looks like. Okay, that's what it looks like from when it pops up. So I've shoved this little sheath down there as far as I can go, and so it keeps it protected from getting cut. We'll just run it under, and then this will just go back over nicely. I'll show you what it looks like underneath. So it's pretty tidy, just runs back. Set that grommet in there a bit better, but yeah, that's what it looks like. Nice. So it jumps into the vehicle a bit earlier, a bit more protected there. So yeah, now we just got to run it through to the front, and we should be able to hook it up and it should be good to go. Okay, so we've come in from the back, from the rear, and I just popped it under this side. There's a little gap back here you can slip by, tuck it in, and this is where I tape the two pieces of the protector outer casing together. Just run under and right at the front without going through the floor. So now we're just going to sort out plugging in the rest of it, and we should be good to go. So let's have a quick look at how that goes together, and we'll tie it up. Okay, so we end up quite a bit extra wire because we came in through the side, so I'll just loop that up inside here. That's not a problem. But so this one's got to connect these two, go in like that. Obviously it's respective colors there, they just pop in the end here, and then that could actually disconnect there. That's another connector there, and these two plug into this guy at this end. Now I've just got to work out which one of these is this one, and we're done. But yeah, I'm just going to loop up the extra here. I'm just going to cut the protector that I've got here somewhere just around here somewhere, and then just loop up the rest and connect it in. Okay, when you poke these ones in the end, just make sure you kind of push them in enough and then give them a bit of a tug. Yeah, see I got one. Oh, I think that's good. They're not pulling out. You just want to make sure they don't pull back out again. They've got little tabs in and they should just lock in. Just make sure you do that. Okay, so it's this one here, the outer one, lower one. This is the one you want. And you just plug that in. So that's good to go. We'll tuck that away in here later. But we should be good to go. So let's give it a test. Doors. Okay, we'll just do it. So lock, there you go, unlock, so it's working. Shut it now. Cool, there you go. So just going to tie that up, screw that back on, good to go. yeah, I think we'll just tuck. You got enough room in there to tuck this in. Just tuck it in nicely so it doesn't all pinch. Got that one. Just tuck it in there so it doesn't jam against anything. And that. I'll put the panels on now and I'll show you. All tidied up. That's it all tidied up. You actually have a bit of room left under there. I think it worked out well running it from there. Just saved that extra running outside and through the floor. No, it worked out really well. So hopefully it helps you. Yeah, if you like it, thumbs up. If you don't, I don't care. If you want to subscribe to see more, subscribe. We'll catch you later.